you were over him, but his
What is going on, guys? Happy Sunday. Happy market open. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. We're coming into some news tonight. Certainly, some interesting things going on in the world. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to jump into it. We're going to see what's going on. But again, hope everybody had an awesome weekend. It is 85 and sunny here in Florida, so no complaints here. Actually, got up to 91 today. But the big question that everybody's going to be looking at here is what is going on with the Iran ceasefire that was not only broken, but what are we going to do next? So 10 hours ago, the Donald Trump administration said Iran decided to fire bullets yesterday into the Strait of Hormuz, total violation of the ceasefire. Essentially, that's what he's saying. Representatives are going to Pakistan, so they're going to try and talk to them again. They're helping them, but because our blockade has already closed it off, they're helping us without knowing. They're the one that loses right to the passage, and now they're saying essentially, they're losing 500 million a day, possibly. Many ships are headed to U.S. Really good for the dollar, really good for oil. Well, not really good for oil, but good for oil if you're buying it. If you're shorting it, not so great for you right now. Until we know what happens with that, it's going to be a toss-up. But the overall sentiment right now, amongst pretty much the whole trading community and the world as a whole, is that if USD JPY breaks this 160 mark, which we have right up here. I'm actually going to get off of this right here just so you guys can get rid of that dashboard here. So we can look at the whole overall thing. If it breaks 160, which is like right up here, this 160 is our major resistance. I think we're personally going to see it tonight. I think we're going to see USD JPY climb tonight. That is what I'm looking at right now. But there's certainly other factors at play here. AUD USD is caught between some market stress right now due to China's LPR decision, which is tonight. And then AUD might sell off just due to lack of stimulus. Not much really going on. So they're talking about sell-offs. But we like to confirm it on the technical analysis side. It's not really always about the news. It's about technical, and it's not always about technical. Sometimes it's about the news. And as you guys know, we're trading in unprecedented times, and I know I've said this day after day, week after week, but it's just the truth. If you're going to be a day trader in this type of market right now, you're going to have to deal with the fact that shit is not normal right now. We've been taking less trades over the past weeks, and the reason because is we're not seeing A-plus setups right now. And price action is interesting, to say the least. Let's see. Marissa, why not play on gold? I don't trade gold. I use gold as a tool as to what the dollar is going to do, as to what oil is going to do, as to what the Japanese yen is going to do. I personally don't trade gold. And I don't recommend beginners trading gold, and I don't recommend small accounts trading gold. It uses a lot of your account. It uses a lot of your leverage. And the smallest moves can make or blow your account. I know people that have had a lot of luck with gold, and I've personally traded gold over the years. Just not a fan of it anymore. I won't trade it. It's also been consolidating still. I mean, this is the 1 hour chart right here. You look at gold. I mean, on a larger scale, this is consolidating over an 18-day period. Could you make moves off the top here? So from here to, essentially there, that's a 4-day consolidation, but it's a $186 move on essentially what's considered a $3,000 to $5,000 stock. It's not a stock, but it's gold in comparison to the US dollar. Can you make money off that? Yes. I don't like its predictability as much as I like a Euro AUD or a Euro JPY, where we have, you know, complete break and retest here of a low. Ideally, we'd see it to retest this EMA and hold this fair value gap and then see it move toward the downside, which would be over here. These are things that we look at when we're trading. I say we as in the Trading with Matt community, but I look at when I'm trading. This is something that's very important to look at. It's something that, you know, account management, risk management. When you trade gold, you're risking more of your account. You can be as sure as you want on the trade, but just understand, and I'm sure you know this, Marissa, but like you're risking a lot on your account. I'd rather not do that personally. But I think USD JPY is definitely a play that's in possibility tonight. It gapped up to open the session. Massive gap up to open the session. The day chart is still pretty bullish with it rejecting our key zone down here. The 158 level. The 158 area down here is our key zone. We haven't broken that in 27 days. So 27 days USD JPY is going up. And the reason I like looking at USD JPY... Jordan Sparks, what's up, man? How are you? You got an Euro USD sells. Any Euro USD sell is going to be good at this point with the way the market's going. But it is rejecting down here. Let's take a look at that one. You got in at 165. So you got in... Oh, when you must have gotten in that last week? Or what? Because it hasn't even been that low yet. Unless I'm on the wrong chart here. Oh, Euro AUD. I'm sorry. Euro AUD. Euro AUD. 165. Nice. That's pretty good there. 165, 187. It's like right here. Nice. So you should be in profit a little bit here. Yeah, you should be in profit there. A little bit at least. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at roughly 76 pips. It's a good sell. And I like the technical analysis of it too, because obviously we have our support that was broken. You know, we were holding this support. It broke through. Here was our break of structure right here. And now we're having a retest of the EMA ribbon and a fair value gap. This should continue downside. I like that trade, Jordan. That's a good trade. But the gap ups and the gap downs are sometimes hard to trade. They don't always do what they're supposed to do. And I'm looking at the 4 hour right now. We're going to zoom more into the 1 hour. But the gap ups and the gap downs are hard to trade. Hey, small consistent profits over time will get you there, though. I mean, you know that. I don't need to tell you. But yeah, what we're going to be looking for tonight is just an opportunity. A good opportunity to make some money. A+ setup. And if we can find that tonight, we'll do it. And that's the same thing we do every single night. Yeah, that is the wrong link. Let me delete that. Yeah, I deleted it. There we go. I'll pin it. There is my trusty moderator. Adele, everyone. Give it up for Adele. Yeah, so AUD USD, I mean, we're going to need it to come up and retest this. If it doesn't for an hour or two, we can look to take downside sells. Your next zone down here is, there's a couple of them. There's a couple of them, but like your next main zone on AUD USD is like right there. And then you've got another way down here, but that's the one we'd be targeting, especially on the hour. That's got to be what? 40 plus pips. And then USD JPY, again, I like this one the most, you guys. I just want it to go to 160. I think that's where you're going to see the next. I'm just going to put it in at 160. That's our next move. You got 50 pips to the top here. It almost seems like a no-brainer. We want to see some more volume come in, and possibly retest the CMA, retest before going up. But again, with the news the way it is, and the sentiment overall of what we're looking at here, it's bullish. It's extremely bullish. But let's look through a couple other charts here. Euro AUD, looking at the 15-minute here, it gapped up to start, and it's rejecting the EMA ribbon. But let's go to the higher time frames here. 4 hour, I believe we just actually talked about this one. And the 1 hour, same concept here. So gap up to start, it's coming down to retest. Massive gap up to start, and then huge market correction within the first 2 hours of market being open. Good sign for us is that there's movement. Bad sign for us is we don't know which way yet. Hopefully we get a rejection candle here, or we see this sink right through and continue where it ended up last week. Last week's close was insanely bearish. You had a break and retest. You had another break and retest, another break and retest. It retested several times, and now it looks like it's retesting this key zone that we have lit up here in yellow. Ideally, we're going to want to see... Let me back these off real quick. But ideally, we're going to want to see something in the... Yeah, I mean, you're looking at like this area right down here. Like this is what you're looking for. That's going to be your next zone. And just to measure it out there, you're looking at 60-ish pips. So not a bad move there. Certainly something that we're going to be watching for. The other one that I think to note that's important is going to be USD CHF. I already have it. I knew I did. So USD CHF. So this is what's considered a pure safe haven. Jordan, I'll look at that one in just a second. Give me a second here. The Swiss franc is currently outperforming the yen. It's a cleaner hedge against geopolitical risk. So we can even look at, I know we traded CHF JPY last week. And it was a perfect bull flag. And it went for us. I can't find it here. CHF JPY. Yeah, we traded this last week from right here up to here for about 40 pips. It was a good trade, 30, 40 pips. Now we're seeing it currently retest down here. We're retesting this zone. This zone hasn't been broken in 6 days, almost a week, which is good to see. Good to see. I think we're probably going to end up looking at CHF JPY buys as well. I think that's definitely a possibility. I'm going to move it up here toward my my ones that I look at. I like to folder them, guys. So if like yellow is we're not sure, but we're still looking at it. Green is we're buying, we're looking at buys, and then red is we're looking at sells. But that's how I go about marking my pairs, just so you're not scrambled around. Jordan, I will look at GBP CAD. GBP CAD, you're in sells as well. Well, it gapped down to start with a bullish open, though. So it was a gap down with bullish candles opening. Still yet to be determined. On the 4 hour, you're going to want to see a massive wick down here for this to continue toward the downside. Your possible downside here is, 150 pips. If it retests the EMA, which is typically what happens, you're looking at a possible 22 pip drawdown from current market price. So this could go both ways. This one's kind of a toss-up, not something that I'd get into yet. I need to see a rejection of this EMA ribbon, and that it's not just a gap down to bullish open to blow through previous lows and last week's lows. That is what I would want to see personally on that one. But still not a bad trade, just not personally something I'm going to get in. A lot of these charts, this was one from last week, really good trade. Let me delete all the old stuff because you're only as good as your last trade, right? Only as good as your last trade. At least that's how people view it. But again, major gap down. AUD-JPY gap down with bullish candles. Probably going to see if we retest this EMA. Stuck between two fair value gaps. So not really a fan when you're stuck between two of them right here. One of them is going to have to break and retest to go, or break and retest to go. Not clear right here. Very indecisive pattern. Not something I'd trade for at least a couple hours until we got more information on what the chart is doing. USD JPY on the 15-minute looks like we're getting the pullback that we talked about earlier. The pullback that we talked about earlier was certainly to retest this EMA ribbon. We had the flip right here. So an EMA ribbon flip is when the 50-day and the 20-day EMA ribbon flip right here. That's typically a sign of an uptrend. But normally we also do get a pullback to retest it before it going to further heights. We like to wait for that pullback so we're not sitting in drawdown. Bunch of volume coming in too. Like we talked about, we really do like to wait for volume. Volume is super important. Without volume, there's no volatility. Volume is what drives the market, whether it's buying volume or selling volume. Very, very important stuff to note when you're trading, looking to take a trade. It looks like Euro AUD might end up buying up, to be quite honest with you guys. It looks like it might end up buying up, but we just don't have enough information yet. Typically, the first hour is we're waiting for volume, we're waiting for the charts to print more information, but we're going over what looks good and what doesn't look good. Eliminating what's bad, taking into account what we think looks good. That's where we're at right now, is figuring out what looks good. I think Euro JPY may buy up to the EMA ribbon before it comes back down. Certainly a possibility. Yeah, we're just waiting on these, really. I know people are like in a rush to get into trades, and I think that's a common mistake. Like, we're not rushing to get into a trade with charts that are looking like they are right now. Like, we need some more information. We're very early into the market open. Now, GJ looks like a really good sell. If we can reject this or have the EMA ribbon continue down and stay at this price zone right here, GJ looks like it could be a good sell for possibly 100 pips. But again, stuck in between two fair value gaps right here. You got one right here and you got one right here. You don't want to really trade in between these. You want to see a breakout and a retest, or a breakout and a retest. Either way, that's what we're waiting for on that one. AUD-NZD looks really bullish. Euro USD looks like it's rejecting hard. May come back up to retest this zone on the 1 hour chart. But if USD keeps moving up, Euro is going to drop. So it would be a sell. Just not enough information. GBP USD opened extremely bearish open. Just massive gap down. Looking for possible sells there. Again, if the dollar rises, the primary pair, whether it's GBP, Australian dollar, Euro, NZD, any of these primary pairs going against the secondary pair being USD are going to drop if what we think happens is going to happen in terms of the oil prices moving up. And that brings me to my next point here, where we should have already done this, but oil gapped up. Oil gapped up. Oil with a big gap up here, indicating that it may continue to move up. However, on the 4 hour, it is at an EMA ribbon. EMA ribbon serves as support and resistance for us. We know that. So when we're looking at that, we may need to kind of see what happens here. We're looking at the news right now. There's not really much. AUD USD outlook pullback below the 7.2 underway. So AUD USD pull back below that 7,200 number, which was like right here. We've got plenty of options. We just need more information printed on the charts. That's really all it is. I like to research everything though beforehand. But we're going to certainly be watching oil and the US dollar closely and the Japanese yen. Because if exports are down in Japan, JPYs are going to drop. I like our CHF JPY buys from last week. I think that's probably one of my top trade ideas for tonight. I think it's a really good trade idea. I think that with the Swiss franc being a safe haven and the volatility for JPY with exporting oil, it's going to be a safe haven for us. And by safe haven, I mean it's going to buy up. It's very off risk. But the 4 hours looking good. The 1 hour is looking good. I'd like to see it break this high and break this fair value gap. And we can look to take upside buys here. And you've got plenty of room, 90 plus pips to take that. You've got your flag is still intact here. We've just expanded it now. It broke above it and we took some buys. It broke below it. You could have taken sells. But your flag is pretty much still intact here. Right here, you know. It's a pretty intact flag. But that's obviously looking at a much larger, zoomed out scale. I mean, that's looking at 6 days worth of data, whereas we typically don't want to trade on that because we're looking for some moves a little sooner. We get a break and retest of the EMA on the 15-minute. We can look for buys there. Andrew, what's up, man? How are you? Good to see you again. You got long EJ. Let's see, where is EJ on my list here? Oh, it's right here. I'm fucking on it. Duh. At 87. Oh, you got it set. Yeah, it's a good level. It's right above the 50-day. Yeah, 87 is a good level. Right above the 50-day. Or you're scalping to it, so not a bad move. Like 20 pips. 21 pips. Where'd you enter? And you're selling to lows. He's a man with a plan. I like the CHF JPY buys the most tonight. I also like the USD JPY buys. $86.65. That's a good level. Yeah, pretty much right back to where market close was last week. Buying the spike and then selling the dip. But yeah, you could have pulled the trigger on USD JPY. I just want to see what happens going into this first main hour. I realize that it actually opens at 5 p.m. Eastern time, but I like to wait, as you guys know, until about 8 o'clock till we make a decision. Hour before the 4-hour candle, we can kind of judge what's going on, and that's where you really get your volume. You're seeing a lot of volume in pairs that typically don't have it, like AUD-JPY. Sorry, I got my MacBook over here with all my trade ideas I was working on throughout the day. Yeah, 113.60 was a really key level that I had written down here. Immediate resistance is going to be around the 113.95 to 114 area. The support zone's around the 113.1 area, which is precisely where it rebounded from. But the 113.9 to 114 area is where we could see this go. And that's roughly right around the EMA into this fair value gap. So looking at that, keeping that in mind, that's something that we're going to want to look at. Yeah, I like it to come up and test. At least. And 14 pips. I still think that CHF JPY and USD JPY are going to be our go-tos tonight. But we're gonna see here. Give it another couple minutes, another 15-20 minutes. Let the volume come in. Speaking of, where is the most volume right now? Most volume right now is EJ. And we just talked about buys on that. Again, anything against the Japanese yen right now is most likely going to go up. Leader Mohammed, what's up, man? How are you? Thanks for joining. Welcome to the stream. This tweet at 8 a.m. is what's sending everybody into a frenzy here. Foreign exchange, sir. Trading the foreign exchange market. We're not in anything yet. We're just analyzing still. How many pips did that last candle go for? 14. We're just analyzing right now, looking over charts, talking about what can happen, what's most likely to happen, what sort of geopolitical cluster may mess with the markets or may not. All right, see what happens here on this 15-minute candle. We got 2 minutes left before this 15-minute candle. Wait to see if we get some rejection or not. Because worst case on EMA from here is 32 pips. We'll take the position when it meets all of our rules. So I've got 5 rules that I like to see. When we find an A+ setup in terms of those rules is when I like to get in something. We may get in something soon here. I want to see what this 15-minute candle, how it opens. If we can get some retracement on this 15-minute candle, I think we could probably get 40 pips out of this relatively quickly. Barring any crazy news, we could get some good moves out of this. But if we were to buy this, let's just set the trade up for ourselves here. $15-minute. Let's see if we get some pullback here. Because if we were to get in this position, we'd have roughly, I'd probably go to the bottom of that FEG there, roughly a 50 pip. That's what we'd be looking at. Oh, nice. Oh, glad to hear, Jordan. Oh, Jordan Sparks. You're the Jordan Sparks I was talking to. Okay. Putting 2 and 2 together. Sorry, the name was different on there. I just saw B114. I don't know, man. I'm really liking these buys on USD JPY. I mean, his tweet at 8 a.m. was just, I mean, we knew it was going to open like this after he saw that tweet at 8 a.m. Yeah. I put 2 and 2 together now. See if we get any retest on the 5 here, or if this thing's just going to keep going. So even if it retests, it did retest the 5. I like this trade, guys. We had candle closure above the EMA ribbon. We had candle closure above the EMA ribbon, gap up to start, bullish gap up, right? We had it break, retest the EMA ribbon, candle closure above, fair value gap created. Those are like 3 of our rules. Fourth rule is established uptrend. I mean, we have almost all of our rules here, if not all of them. I like the trade. I do. I like it a lot. And in terms of sentiment, your summary here, buy, 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 buy. Everything's a buy. Even the day is a buy, the week's a buy, the month is a buy. Everything's a buy. So when, you talk about your strategy and how you set up, it's very comforting to know that that is also set up the same. I think we're going to get in buys on USD JPY here, guys. I'm in it. I'll send out the signal right now. Yeah, when I click this, it doesn't show the full screen on the, if you're on this view. You can actually log in. There's 2 streams going right now. There's a vertical and a horizontal. Previous points there, Jordan. So, oh shit, I forgot to turn the music back on. Previous points, like, so we gapped up. So right now, last week's market close is where our stop loss is. Last week's market close is where stop loss is. Take profits. I just go strictly based off priced action. The break right here, we put it right above the previous high. You could put it lower. You could put it at the previous high. It's just not as many pips to TP. Yeah, we'll actually put it at the previous high. This one was where we had a break and retest. That was our next one. And then this is our high up here. The one way up here is the high back from, actually it should be lower. Should be right about there. This is what I'm going in at. So let me send this out to everybody though. Put it on the 15-minute here. And it could go all the way to the top. But 160 is like our target. But we'll just put it up that way, because that's a lot of pips. But I entered at 159,111. I'm going to send it out. You'll see in Discord right now. I'm going to send it out, and you'll see how I send it out. Actually, keep that on there. Oopsie. I'm using 20 lots right now. Two separate 10 lot positions right now. All right, let's get this set up here. So immediate execution, USD JPY buys. We executed at 159. It's just immediate execution whenever you get it. Your stop loss here is going to be 158,594. TP1 is going to be 159,229. TP2 is going to be 159,374. And TP3 is going to be 159,528. And then if you want to go TP4, it's 160. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. So you'll see how I send this out here. I send it out to VIP will get it first, and then I typically send 2 free signals out a week to the free signal tab. I'm sending that to free signal tab now. I just forwarded it on, so everybody can eat. Yeah, I mean it's understandable. Like you have to do that, and there's plenty of people in this chat in this Discord that are using 0.01, 0.02, 0.1, 0.2. Like you can't compare yourself to others. It's just not good. You just gotta just use your risk management strategy. If your account can only support, God forbid we go SL, like you need to know that 49.3 pips isn't gonna blow your account. I actually got in at 1.9.111. Oh shit. Yeah. So you don't want to blow your account off the first trade of the week. Like you want to make sure your risk management is good enough to where you don't have to worry about that. Are we going to get some drawdown coming into the new hour? Possibly. Is it possible that we retest the EMA? Sure. It's already well into our ribbon right now. So a retest of the EMA would be roughly 22 pip drawdown. But I like the technicals. I like everything we're seeing. I like the sentiment in terms of the geopolitical shit going on. Like I like everything we're seeing. But yeah, we can look at this on many different time frames now. Now that we're in a trade, we're not really touching anything else. It's another thing to note. I do not touch other charts. Once I'm in a chart, once we're in a trade, we're in a trade. That's it. We're not in multiple trades at once. You'll never see me in multiple charts. Multiple positions on the same chart, yes. But you will never see me trade, and I don't recommend this, is people trading multiple positions on multiple currencies, unless you 100% know that they're directly inverse correlation and you're in a sell and a buy. Sure, but like if I'm looking for, my philosophy is if I'm looking for an A plus setup and I find one really good A plus setup, I'm going to put my eggs in that basket, because we've analyzed now 5 or 6 charts and this is the one that I like the most. This is the one that I'm putting my eggs in. We set our stop loss, we set our take profits based on our risk management plan. And now that we have that plan in place, we're either going to make or lose money. There's no reason for us to mess with our stop loss, mess with our take profits. We're in it. We analyzed it and we're in it. We're sticking to the plan that I've been using for the past 7 or 8 years. And that's what we're sticking to. You just got to do that over and over and over and over again. Yeah, I mean, I just don't recommend it. I know people that are profitable doing it, but like if you see any of like the big traders and guys that are pulling out, I'm a smaller fish in this industry. I'll pull between 5 and 10 a week. These past couple weeks hasn't been as much, but I mean, we had a week where we were plus 277 pips on the week, or I think it was 177 or 277. I mean, I pulled 15 out that week, but there's guys pulling, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a week off their trade, and they're probably swinging a little more in terms of the time frame. Kivy, what percent do I risk? It's a great question. I would not recommend anyone go more than 5%. I just wouldn't recommend it. I just wouldn't recommend it. And it's hard to say because like there's trades where I'll risk more because I stack another position and draw down. So like I may be risking 5% or 8% and then I stack another but I'll never stack it to where I can blow, 25% of my account on, or 50% of my account on one trade. So it's kind of just finding that rhythm of where you're comfortable and knowing how much money you're going to lose on your stop loss. Like, luckily the broker tells you. Like, my broker tells me right now, if I put the stop loss in, which I probably should have, 1.158.594. Jose, good to hear from you, man. I was like, where is Jose? Right now, my broker tells me that if we hit both stop loss, if I hit stop loss on both of my open positions right now, I'm going to lose $6,400. If we hit TP2, which is what we're aiming for, TP2 to TP3, let's type in what TP2 at one of them. The reason I open multiple positions is because I'll put one at TP2, one at TP3, or TP1, TP2, and TP3. So I'll put one of my positions at TP1, one of them at TP2, and one of them at TP3. If we go into any drawdown going into this next hour, I'll stack a third position. There you go, Kivy. Nice. Good to see you, Jose. I hope you're doing well. Hope you and the family are having a good weekend. Had a good weekend.
We have got to the point where literally anybody.
159.528. 159.528. Right now, and this is important to note, guys. This is a negative RR trade unless it goes to TP4. You are at risk of losing more than you are making. It's a negative RR trade for our TP3. 50 pips to lose, 42 pips to gain. However, we're giving it room to breathe. A ton of traders will give me so much shit for doing this. Oh, negative RR, negative RR. Okay. How much money do you have at the beginning of the week, and how much money do you have at the end of the week? Are you up or down? It's as simple as that. I don't care about your RR. Realistically, this thing could fly. We could see where it was on Sunday the 29th of March. Not too long ago, 20 days ago, this was up at 164.4. That would be a 136 pip swing. That would make this trade a 1 to 2.5 if it went to the top. Now, if we bring it down to where it was, right here, it's a negative RR trade for TP3. TP4 is positive. All the way to the top is definitely positive. You're at 1 to 1 about halfway through here. But I'm only in 20 lots right now. This is a smaller position than normal. Pre-sale crypto. Self-promoting, man. No, I haven't heard about your project. YouTube full movies. That's a nice name. Trader Ken says terrible way to trade. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Usman, what's up, man? How are you? It's a terrible way to trade as I'm in profit, right? Usman and YouTube full movies. What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good day. Good to hear. Yeah, I have no problem. Hey, man, there's no sense in comparing. I'm 15. Actually, I've been saying 15. It's actually 16 years. I'm 16 years into doing this. 7 years of profitability. So I wouldn't, just don't compare. It's not worth it. We're coming into some fair value gaps here on the hour chart. Big one on the 4. Yeah, we're coming into one. Great Bush, what's up, man? How are you? How you doing? Good to see you back. Nah, man, I have no idea what you're talking about, though. But good to see you again, Great Bush. We pushing on this trade here. I entered small. So, first trade of the week, getting our toes wet. Let's get a win under our belt. But any sort of retracement, I'm gonna add another position for sure. $7. There you go. Yeah, you can certainly enter the trade. Well, there's our take profits. We entered at 159.11. So that is where we entered. Yeah, like the trade's still valid, of course. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to see some really good information here. What kind of movement we get. Boom, let's blow out that fair value gap right there. USDJPY buys is what we're in. Hey, Jordan, what broker are you using? I hope you're getting that 1 to 500 at least. Yeah, I like the desktop version. That's what I got right here. Yeah, this one right here. The Pro version. That's what I like. Is the desktop, the Liquid Charts Pro, Desktop Pro. I know a yeah, you got to go 1 to 500, bro. Got it. I mean, you don't have to, obviously, but I can't do the United States brokers. And Liquid Brokers lets pretty much everybody in here trade. I think Jose, Kivy, a lot of these guys are in on Liquid Brokers. It's a good platform. Just outside the U.S., they're not going to let you trade 1 to 500. 1 to 50. Inside the U.S., they're not going to let you. Yeah, the app, you got this? It's kind of tough to figure out how to download, but it works. It's not like an actual app on the App Store. That one right there. Double clocking. Yeah, I'll send you the link, Jordan, if you do want to sign up. It's the best broker, in my opinion. That I've used. Best broker that I've used. If it were up to me, I would use a broker that allows you to trade with MetaTrader, but it's hard to find in the United States. MetaTrader is just non-existent here. There's a couple traders that I've seen on Instagram trading with it, but I don't know if their demos are real money or not. Nor do I care, but yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it. So we got 7 minutes left in this candle. Hopefully we get a little bit of retracement. Just something we can get in again at. If not, I'm fine with it. Oh, you're on MetaTrader 5? Nice. But you're trading at 1 to 50. Most brokers outside of the United States that are at 1 to 500 or 1 to 1000 don't let you use MetaTrader when you're in the States. So Liquid Brokers has their own platform to trade on. And I'd say out of all the ones I've traded on, Henko Trade, LMFX, all the ones that I've used over the years, this is probably the best and most reliable one that I've worked with. And the reports are amazing. Like when you click reports and you look at the breakdown of what's going on your reports, it just gives you every piece of information you could ever ask for. It's yeah, so it's a website that you download and it looks like an app. Like see the liquid charts one right here? When you click that, you can just open it and then it'll open and then you can just see your positions right here. It looks exactly like an app. Oh shit, sorry guys. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can execute everywhere. Yeah, I could literally click buy right now. Oops, sorry. I could click buy, I could click sell, I could see my positions, I could close my positions, I can close 50%, 25%, close percentages, change time frames. I mean, it's just as good as MetaTrader when you look at it. It's just as good. Oh, I'm not on the right chart here. Hold on. USD JPY. Yeah, you can see your stop losses, your take profits. You can drag them. It's badass. I actually think I already sent you the link, Jordan, in our previous conversation. My back hurts. Yeah, TradingView is good too. I use TradingView on my phone all the time because when we're in trades like this, and once you have the premium trading view, you can see exactly what's on my screen right here. And all right, this pre-sale crypto guy's got to go. You want to take care of it, Adele, or you want me to? Oh, looks like you already did. Yeah, the alerts are just the best. So you don't have to watch the charts. You set an alert right here. Like I can set this alert right here. That's at TP1. Change it to say TP1. And now when it hits it on my phone, it'll send a message right to my phone. Trading view alert, you just hit TP1. And then you go in and close it out if you didn't have your take profit set, or you can let it ride. I mean, I just put alerts on all of them. So TP1, I'll do that pretty much right away. TP2, save, and then TP3, and then I also do stop loss because that's obviously important too. I want to know if we're down there. Don't want to be down there, but it's good to know. Save. Boom. This is the ultimate set and forget method. Set it, forget it, and leave. We could, if I wasn't streaming and I took this trade right now, I would have done this right away and left my phone alone. And had all three positions. One at TP1, one at TP2, one at TP3. Or maybe one at TP1 and the other two at TP3. But you can still manage the position. You know what I mean? You can still close it. You can still close it in between. You don't have to wait. All right, we got 1 minute until our new hour candle here, guys. What are we seeing on the 15 here? 15 and the 5. All right, so we might get a retest of this EMA again, which is going to be, oh, nice move. Big fair value gap created. Adele, did you get rid of that one guy? All right. Mitchell, what's up, man? We're in longs on USD/JPY right now. We are in long on USD/JPY. And we are heading towards TP1. Nice to meet you, Mitchell. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully we see you more. I stream Sunday to Thursday. Pretty much Sunday to Thursday at 7 p.m. These last couple weeks I've been traveling, so I haven't been streaming as much, but yeah, nice to meet you, man. Finshark Capital. What's up, man? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Alright, so drawdown like we thought here. Let's pull our EMA ribbon back up. Right at TP1. See if the 5 retests here. Nice. Yeah, I just trade foreign exchange. I personally like the market structure and the price action better. Obviously not of the past 3 weeks. It's been a little rough. We've had a couple losing weeks, a couple winning weeks, but with everything going on in the Middle East and the United States, and Israel and Iran, it's I think it's been rough for everybody. Every market's really affected by it, you know what I mean? Yeah, you just want to take them once it gets into profit, huh? Hey, there's no shame in that. Profit's profit, man. No shame in that game whatsoever. Where is this guy commenting on that? I can't see. Yeah, I'm big into taking profits. Oh, 100%. I agree with that there, Mitchell. You said it best there. Yeah, like I told everyone, like we had a lot of people start in this community, like start trading for real with their own capital, like February, March. And I saw a video that said if you started trading in March, you went straight to ranked. There was no public matches. You went straight to ranked mode. Yeah, I know, Jan. Some people haven't. I understand that. It's tough. Like at this point right now, it's all about like capital protection. Like I'm not at full on this. Nice. You were in gold overnight? Over the weekend though, you mean, right? This is USD JPY. Nice there, Finshark. I understand you though, Jan. It has been tough. Shit, 2 weeks ago I lost 10 grand. I feel it. Euro USD. What? Smashing highs. Oh, like on a lower time frame, yeah. On the higher time frames, it's nowhere near any highs. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can still enter. We're pulling back right now. Slight pullback. I'm going to stack another position. Oh, yeah, 1 minute. I just don't trade the one, man. I don't trade it. 1 minute is just like, whew. Yeah, I don't like trading that. Although we did get a perfect break here. Retest of the EMA ribbon on the one. If we can break these highs, I think we're home free to TP1. I won't analyze on the one or execute on the one. You stacking in cells to scalp the other way? Yeah, I like analyzing on the 4 hour, analyzing on the 1 hour, executing on the 15. That's pretty much standard for us. Sometimes we'll execute on the 5 if we're trying to get like in and out. Like quick in and out. Let's go. There we go. Blow through that fair value gap. See this thing hit TP1. You like to enter on 5-minute time frames there? Yeah, like it's all personal preference. There's no one way to do it. Like if there was one way, we'd all have figured it out. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I remember your name coming up. I try to be good with names, man. I really do. It's an important part of it. The laser, what's up, man? I'm watching it on the hour right now. We entered based off the 15 down here. You could watch it on any time frame. But this trade's valid on every time frame. The 1 hour, the 4 hour, 15 minute, the 5 minute. It's valid on all of them. But I like watching the 15. Sometimes just watching the hour. I live in Florida. I'm from New York, but I live in Florida. I lived in Vegas for 12 years too. I am in lovely Florida, where it is 85 degrees and sunny pretty much every day now. Oh shit. Sorry, guys. Oh, you're in Palm City? Nice. Nice. We're struggling on this these lower time frames right here. No, I'm just kidding. Market doesn't just go like this and like this. It goes like this. I know we'd all love if we get in a buy and it goes like this in 4 seconds, but it just doesn't happen. Watching the news here to see if anything's coming out. Canada's Prime Minister says that the economics connection to the U.S. has shifted from strength to weakness. Nah, who really cares? Canada. We moving. We're in profit. This area right here is a struggle to break. This retest right here, it's the exact same area. But again, we analyzed this on every time frame. This is like a higher time frame trade. This is like an overall trend trade.
You're pretty smart.
Yeah, thanks. You too, Mitchell. I appreciate you joining, man. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks, man. This thing's starting to load some volume now. Curious if any of these other trades are playing out. Rejection right there would be huge on GJ. CHFJPY did move up. That's going to be a trade to look at for the New York session. telling you right now, CHF JPY for the New York session. Because ideally we're out of this one in the Asian session, so we can take one in the New York session tomorrow. I think New York session is going to be absolutely wild. Thanks, Finshark. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully we see you back soon. This is the fun part, guys. Sitting and watching. All right, we just got a new 15. All right, good. Let's see what happens here. See if we retest this area. Might stack one more. See how far down it we get the drawdown here. We're literally at entry. Why is my broker lagging? We're going to see what this next 15-minute candle brings. 5-minute came down to test the ribbon again. Consolidated right here. Consolidating at this point right here. Like to see it break this. Break that high again. Yo, what is with these people with the we the vote shit? It's a good rejection there. It's the kind of rejection we like to see. A good rejection right there. Juners, what's up? How are you? Welcome to the stream, man. see what we got going on here. What's up, Juners? New 5-minute candle here in just a second. Hour look like? Yeah, we've got room. We'll probably get a test here. May or may not. Look at drawdown as an opportunity. What do we got? Another 8 minutes until we get a new 15-minute candle. See if it holds this fair value gap. I think it should. It's hovering right at break even right now. Hovering. Nice. Bunch of subs just now. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Appreciate the subs, boys and girls. We got 7 minutes till we get a new 15-minute candle. 2 minutes till we get a new 5. There you go. I could go for some of that right now. You gonna cook that for me too? What do we got? I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I'm certainly like. Yeah, a little slow. We got 20K volume. Give it a little bit. It's gonna go. We knew we were gonna get some pullback. We were in profit like $1,000. Now we're in drawdown like $1,000. It's just part of trading. I entered a couple more times. 2 more actually. If we get to drawdown around this area, this like 19 pip area, I'll enter again. Because there's just absolutely no chance this thing goes down without crazy news. Shouldn't say there's no chance, but there's certainly a chance. And on the 4 hour, it's creating a nice little wick for us to fill. I agree with you, Laser. The Laser, to be exact. I'd like for us to not take out that fair value gap, but how many people in here live in the U.S.? A lot of people in the U.S. or mostly overseas here tonight? Need one more subscriber to hit 1,800. It'd be pretty sweet. See if we hold the line here. Just got a new 5. 5's testing the big one. Willie Wilson FX, Melbourne. Great Bush is in the U.S. I know Adele's in Bangladesh. We got a couple people in Texas, a couple people in... Nice to see you guys. I appreciate you showing up. Have a nice little stream. TN, Tennessee. We got 2 minutes till we get a new 15-minute candle here. 2 minutes. What's this 15-minute gonna do? What are we looking at? Holding what? 3 pips? Ooh, take out that fair value gap. Don't do that. 2 reds. All right, 15 to the EMA ribbon. If it comes down there. We'll see. Only holding roughly, what? 4 pips. It's only 4 pips. Willie Wilson. That's a good name, man. Kind of jealous of your name. Oh, 1800. Let's go. See what we gonna work with here. Curious here. Oh, Musty, what's up, man? How are you? Good to see you again. How you been? How you been? See if it goes up. We're in USD JPY buys. We were in profit here for a little bit, roughly 9 pips. Looks like we're going into a little bit of drawdown, but the overall trend here, this is on a low time frame, the overall trend here is pretty bullish. Pretty bullish. Good news is the 15-minute retest is only 13 pips away. If it were to retest, the 1 hour is not far behind that. Also 13 pips away. So that's a good sign. EMA is well above the stop loss. So if we do get a retest of it, it's still nowhere near our ISIL. My feet are cold. We got a couple minutes here until we get a new 15. A couple minutes. Nakato, what's up? How are you? Sorry if I butchered your name. I do apologize if I butchered your name. Just looking at what some other things are doing. Yeah, they're all getting to the retest point. In reference to our trade, at least, because obviously you guys know things running have either inverse correlation or direct correlation, so I like to sometimes look at them and just see what they're doing. But again, I still really like this trade. Let's buy it up. This new 4-hour candle is going to give us some really good information. Gonna get some good info off this. It's a waiting game, boys and girls. It's a waiting game. We're only holding, what is this? 7 pips drawdown. Not a lot of drawdown. Alright, which way we going in here? This thing sucking back up. Do I enter another position now, or do I wait until the 4-hour? We're going to wait until the new 4-hour candle to see if I enter another buy. There we go. Keep sucking up. Let's blow back through that little IFG we made. Adam Cross, what's up, man? How are you? Good to see you back. How you been? It's a good 5-minute close there. Roughly 6 pips of drawdown, maybe 7. Weekend was good, man. Weekend was good. Busy, but good. Hope you had a good one, too. This thing's dancing on the line. Just dancing on us. Ankle hurts. No, I don't really use that terminology, to be honest with you, Laser. I just consider it retesting the EMA ribbon. You're retesting the ribbons we have in place. Who was order block coined by? What is that, an ICT thing? I just use EMA ribbons, key zones, like what we have marked up, support and resistance, and fair value gaps. That's really all I use. Look, I don't knock any other traders. There's already too much negativity in this space. I just don't like all the terms he's got for things that already exist. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it, but it's neither here nor there. All right, we got 1 minute left until we get a new 15-minute candle here. And then we got 15 minutes until we get a new 4-hour and a new 1 hour. If we retest the EMA ribbon, I'm going to stack a position. If we start to move back up, I'm going to stack a position. The only way I don't stack a position is if we get down here. If we break below market open, I would not stack another position. But we just got a print of it. Yeah, it's only 9 pips away from retesting. So if it does, we're chilling. We're chilling. that new 15 do? We are at an impasse here. An hour is only, what, 8 pips away from retesting the EMA. So we should be alright there. Ooh, big moves. Big moves. Yeah, I'm gonna add in a second. I want to see what happens with the 9 o'clock hour, the 9 o'clock candle, and then I'll add, just depending on what happens with it. But yeah, I'm gonna add most likely. We're gonna get a lot of information here in the next 12 minutes in terms of what this thing's gonna do. I got 11 minutes anyway. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. And again, we're not holding that many pips. Like, we're holding nothing. Holding 14 pips. Like, it's alright. Don't like what looks to be a bearish engulfing on the 1. But look, we should get some buyer movement back in here. We shall see. Alright, I gotta turn those things off. They're turned off. What's crazy is on DXY, on like the dollar index, we're looking for like a 3-cent move, 4-cent move for this to go all the way up to here. Skull Too Mean, what's up, man? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. We're watching the paper hands fold. Yeah, let's run it up, man. I'm with you too. We went into profit 9 pips, 9.4 pips. And then we dropped off the face of the earth for a little bit there. But I'm thinking we bounce off this EMA. Like that. Got 8 minutes till we get a new 4-hour candle and a new hour candle. Let me see what this 5 does. Pretty well into this EMA. Pretty well into that EMA, actually. 14 pips. It's on the 5 minute. I may load one in the next 5 to 7 minutes. I may load another one. Bounce hard off that. Bounce hard off that. Well, everything's certainly becoming more expensive because of the AI golden era, especially with the ones creating RAM. It's actually cooled off a little bit, but the ones creating like RAM and memory and GPUs and CPUs, like that stuff's always going to be doing well right now in the AI golden era, as you called it. But yeah, this AI bubble's massive right now, just huge, huge. Anything that involves computing is just insane. Like the RAM I have in this monster right here cost me like 400. It's like 900 right now. Cost me 400 like a year and a half ago. It's 900 now for the same 2 sticks of RAM. Hey, there's the bounce we were looking for, guys. There's the bounce we were looking for. So if we can keep it up. What do you think, Skull? What's your thoughts on it? That's funny. Yeah, and like people are using AI to code a lot now. Like I had a person make my indicator. I didn't have AI do it. I don't know if he used AI or not, but I know he coded it. Most of it. It's a nice little 15-minute candle that we got there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, your blue chip stocks are always just going to go, kind of follow the S&P and all that stuff. Your blue chip stocks are always going to just kind of float around. Yeah, I agree with you there, Adam. That's why I hire somebody for that stuff. Like, I don't want to touch it. I don't have the time to learn how to code, man. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to wait to see if this 4-hour candle has any drawdown. Or if the 1 hour, like the 1 hour rejected the EMA really nice. I want to see if we get a lower wick here. Or if it tests it again before I stack one more. Yeah, but the helpers can, do what you ask it, in like a minute or two, where if you didn't have those helpers, you'd be like physically, coding yourself. I think that's like a big difference. But I don't know as much about it, man. I'm all about hiring for your weaknesses. You know what I mean? Hire for your weaknesses. Don't try to be a know-it-all on everything, because they say a master of one is a master of none. I don't remember what it is, but I just don't try and know everything. Some point you got to hire out and delegate. Oh, thank you so much. Are those mushrooms? Thank you. I'm asking the wrong question. Oh, this shit's hot as fuck. Just some chicken, guys. Just some chicken. Trying to be healthier, Some good movement. We're getting there, guys. Really nice rejection. 1 minute left here. 4 hour moved up quite a bit. And there is our new candle. K-pop Demon Hunters, Haja Boys breakfast meal, and Huntrix meal have... See what we gonna get here. Like I said, I think we get a little retracement on the 4, but I want to see if we test this again to get another wick. Just to get in at a better price. But we may not. Sorry. Like right here. We might test it one more time and create another wick and go back up. I think this thing's going up. All right, I'm stacking one more. I'm going to stack one more here at the bottom. Yeah, I'm in. I did. Stacked. Sorry, guys, I have not eaten all day. And it is 9 o'clock here. $27K on the volume. All the time frames are like right there. This is going to be an overnight hold. I can see it. Yeah, that's the wick up we want to see, baby. See this thing start moving in our favor. Let everyone know I stacked another. Not much movement here in this hour. There we go. Consolidation at the EMA. That's what we want to see right here. Consolidation right here, and then break back up. Break back up. Break back up.
What really happens when you post on
Let's see what we got here. See if we got any news that came in. Still no news. That's good. No news is good news, guys. No news is good news this time. We don't want any pop-up tweets. All right, let's give it till this new 15-minute candle to see what it does. Cry of happiness, huh? You will. You will. Oh no, not the AirPods. Gotta switch to the gamers. Had to switch to the gamers. I think it's going to be an overnight hold when London session comes in. Hate when my AirPods die. What's a Rig 900X? Oh, HX. Oh, the headset? Nah, I got you. Yeah, I got these, what are these? Turtle Beach. I like these a lot. I like these ones. They got the mic, too. I like these headsets, so. Always been a Turtle Beach guy myself, but they're all good. Once you get past the $200 mark, they're all pretty good. Nice. I'm just a minimal guy. Like I like the AirPods, man. I love these. They're so small. They connect to everything so easily. iPhone, MacBook. They just connect so easily. Unfortunately, I'm an Apple snob. Other than this PC, though, it's the first, actually second PC I've ever owned. When it comes to doing this stuff, trading, streaming, on monitors this big, where you need really strong GPUs, the amount of money it would cost me to buy this setup with an Apple logo on it is like astronomical. This would be a $12,000 to $15,000 setup. I got the PC I have for like $3,000. The curve monitor for like $1,200. This monitor for like $200. Honestly, the face cam was expensive. 4K webcams, that shit ain't cheap at all. Like at all, at all. 432s, like 32 gig sticks. Oh, 432-inch monitors. Nice. This thing right here is just massive. This curved monitor is there to there. Like 53-inch curved monitor. Odyssey G9. No, man, I don't. We have a saying in this community, no FOMO bros. No, not anymore. 100% used to. I'd be like, I gotta catch every good move. Not anymore. Just find the same setup over and over again. There's a system that uses a similar setup over and over again, and then don't think about anything else. Well, and here's the other thing too. I'm not looking at other charts. Like I might go look at Euro JPY to see what it's doing, or look at gold and see, all right, shit, gold's coming up, but it's retesting a really key zone here. So it should come back down. Because gold and USD JPY are pretty much running verse. But yeah, that's fair enough, Andrew. I agree with you. I just use it for a lot. I expect a lot out of my, product when I buy it, so need reliability, easily connected, goes to my iPhone easy, can do all my editing, social media, client calls from anywhere. Jose, you might get what you wished for here. Got a green candle peeking through? I think it is. Nice. Really good right here. Love to see that. Nice consolidation on the 5-minute inside this EMA ribbon. Let's go. Nice consolidation there. Yeah, keep it moving, right? I'm there with you, man. Yeah, we're only 18 minutes into the 1 hour, and it has not broken this key level right here. This key level is going to be everything for us. Really? I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that, but it sounds positive, though. Nat Otuka, where you been, man? We've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you. Hope you had a good day.
Websites your competitors don't want you to know. Part two.
Good, man. Good, man. We took this trade, went into profit about 9 pips. Now we're holding a little bit of drawdown. See, roughly 14 pips of drawdown. Good news is the EMA ribbon is now well into our stop loss, so I don't think we need to worry there. But yeah, we've got some nice targets here. From right now, you're looking at 20... Yeah, to this one? Yeah, me too. 55 pips from here would be real nice. Especially because we re-entered right down here. I think it's bound to happen, just based off the market structure. Again, you know, you're never going to 100% know, but based on what we're seeing and this thing's inability to break through this on the 1 hour, it's looking good for us. We're just hovering right there, you know? We need the London boys to come in and buy this thing up. Oh, you live in London? Well, your stock market's going to open in what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, in 6 hours? So tell all your boys to buy USDJPY. I'm joking. But typically, the London session is what moves us. I mean, a lot of the times, more often than not, I wake up at like 4 a.m. and send out, hey guys, we're in profit, you know, closing 50%. I just don't like staying up that late. I'm already up at 6 a.m. every day. I don't want to stay up straight till 3 a.m. I don't do well on no sleep. Even the 4 hour, like, it came down a little bit and made a wick, but this thing's gonna fill. It's gonna fill. I think, at least. Straight out the jungle. It's real rap, no mumble. Well, when you say pullback, we had a slight pullback here, but I think USD JPY is moving up because oil's going to go up and the dollar's going to go up because the dollar is the only currency that oil is bought and sold in. So if oil goes up, the dollar goes up. Yeah, the technicals are bullish, and everything that we think or have read so far in the news, especially based off what Trump tweeted this morning at 8:10 a.m., is indicating that, yes, that is indeed the case. All right, I'm giving this thing 5 more minutes, guys, and then I want everyone just to make sure that they have their stop losses and their take profits set on both their broker and your alerts on TradingView. So we're going to be in this one for a little bit, which is fine. Yeah, so to be honest with you, Jan, here's my problem with them. Like, they just don't always do it. So, like, let's go to the 1 hour here and look at it. Yeah, this one filled it. But here's Euro AUD. It didn't fill it. So, Euro JPY, it was a gap down to start, and then it filled up through, and now it's rejecting the EMA ribbon. But Euro AUD opened up high and hasn't come and doesn't look like it's going to. It looks like it's going to keep moving up. AUD JPY, huge gap down. Came up to fill the gap, but it's rejecting the gap, like right now. And this is stuck in between two fair value gaps. GBP AUD, same thing here. So gapped up, came down to fill it down here, but it's going to end up coming back up this way is what it looks like. I don't think they always fill the gap. I don't think they always do. But to be fair, if it did happen, this is why we were very intentional in our stop loss here. Is the stop loss is at last week's market close. So if it does come to fill this gap or come near it, I just don't see it happening with the strength of the dollar and the weakness of the yen right now. And then just in terms of pure technical analysis, we're in a straight up trend. We came off of, let's just back this out a little bit. Came off of a week where we did dip down a little bit here. You did have a couple dips below our main support, but we opened bullish and we did break EMA here. So I think we're going to see this area up here in the next couple hours. Out of here, Andrew. Good to see you, man. Always good to have you. But yeah, Jan, to answer your question, it doesn't always work like the way you'd think it would. This is going to be a good move. Yep. You are correct there, Jose. We can get a green close here. That'd be awesome. We got 38 seconds. Shit, I drank that whole thing. But again, make sure you guys have your stop losses and your take profits and all that set in the broker. Not just on TradingView. I have made that mistake many a times before where I was like, oh, I got everything set up here. And I totally forgot to do it on the broker. Beautiful 15-minute candle. I agree with you there, Jose. There we go. That was a good 15-minute candle for us. Good for the heart there. You know what I mean, Jose? Why's he got to toy with us like that? Yeah, wake up. That is not a wick up, sir. What 30-minute? Oh, I'm not even on the 30-minute here. Right there? The gap between this? I think we'll be alright. Yeah, on which time frame? Yeah, the one right here. Yeah. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. It's alright, though. What a fucking sell-off candle. An 11 pip candle right there. What a candle. Shaved top, too. Very abnormal. There you go. Wick back up. Nah, it just ain't gonna happen. Yeah, no, we're retracing this shit this way. Yeah, come on, 15. Stop messing with us. Guy thinks he knows everything over here. This candle right there. What moves there? It was minus 7,500. Back to minus, $1,500 swing in a matter of 2 minutes. What was our zone? Let's give us a nice big old wick that turns green. Don't love that. Don't love that at all on the 5 minute. Do not. 15 looks good though. Sometimes those smaller time frames just have too much noise. Make you second guess yourselves. We got the overall trend on the higher time frame. It does. If it were easy, everyone would do it. If it were easy, everyone would do it. Nice. Solid $7,500 drawdown. That's always fun. No. No, I trade my own capital. Intercal M trader? Yeah, no. This is my own capital. Tell you what, it's not fun sitting in drawdown though. What a nasty 15-minute candle that was. Is. Fucking 14 pip candle. 100%, man. Yeah, I mean, it's attainable for everyone. It's just like, it's not going to come easy. It never does. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple ways to look at it. I certainly see that analysis, and my whole analysis here is based on retesting previous highs with rejection of key levels, and we've rejected key levels a couple times here. Obviously, a key level being market open right here, where I have my yellow line here was obviously key. I mean, it broke it once, it broke it twice, but essentially it reversed every time, even there too. So we had it reverse at these spots. When we see a bullish open here, and what we had was a full break retest and then another retest here. We had at the time the EMA ribbon was right here. We had the full candle closure above. Fair value gap was created. Retest took off. That's when we were in profit. Obviously, we didn't take profit then. Now we're getting some drawdown, but on like the higher time frames, I think it's just a minor pullback. Really, I do. That's how I'm looking at it. But it's a valid analysis there, Acorns. I really realistically think the 159,500 area is where we go to retest. The 159,200 or 229 area, that was obviously strong there because we almost hit it and then it rejected there. But like we've talked about, I mean, the market just doesn't go straight up and down. There's going to be pullbacks. Obviously, you don't want to hold the pullbacks, but yeah, I'm sticking around a little bit, Jose. I mean, you guys can see it too. I hold drawdown too. Is it fun? No, but it's part of the game. Shit, we had trade last week. Was it last week or 2 weeks? That went within 0.7 pips of our stop loss and then went up to hit TP3. It's just part of the game. Some buying power coming in here. Yeah. Yeah, man. We all gonna go through it. Oh, I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way, Jose, and I appreciate you guys sticking around. I truly do. I see where you're coming from, Acorns. I think there's a lot of ways to look at it. I see it a little differently, but again, there's so many ways to make money in the market. So many ways to analyze it. Yeah. Minus 6,800 bucks, yeah. If it goes to SL, lose 15. If it goes to take profit, I make 10 grand. But yeah, the live P&L right there is exactly what I'm at. Just not worried about it, you know what I mean? Like, I've trained myself emotionally over the years to like not panic and draw down. On AVGO. Yeah, man, those 5-figure losses suck. Been there, man. I'll probably be there again someday soon too, but I mean, it's all part of the game. Do you have more in your account at the end of the week than when you started? That's all that matters. Obviously, if you blow the account, that's a problem, but that's also a different problem. It's more of a risk management thing. Like, no single trade should blow your account. You know what I mean? I know you know. Oh, my back. About to get a new fiver. Tell you what, my back's killing me from sitting in this chair. He's trying. He's trying hard, man. Well, we shall see, acorns. We shall see. I saw it last time on one of our calls. I was like, that looks like a nice chair. That's a nice boulder. Was that from Shrek? Let's see what we get here. Going into the last 5-6 minutes of the hour. 5 minutes and 50 seconds to be exact. Let's get some movement up. Get some buyers to come in. Push us in the direction we need to go. Let's keep that FEG there. Let's close above this FEG here. Hold it for 5 minutes. Just poking around. Nice, this thing just keeps fucking dropping. You believe that's only 25 pips? Only. Such a catch-22, because when we're in profit 22 pips, we're like, yeah. And then draw down 22 pips, you're like, no. What do we got? 3 minutes here till we get this new candle. See what we got working with. So the old DXY here actually moved up a decent amount and is now at a somewhat decent level. 98.30. I'd like it to be somewhere around 98.40. 10-cent swing would be massive for us on DXY. we got 1 minute and 6 seconds, guys. Seconds. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick while we wait for this new candle. Give me a sec. All right, what do we got? What do we got here? It's killing me. Oh, we opened to green. We opened Le Grand. Just push, baby. Enough with this bullshit. Alright, yeah, we've had an hour of drawdown. We get it. You want to make us sweat it out. Sorry, guys. Did not mean to kick the table. You and I think alike there, Jose. She's trying her best. It really is. All right, well, it's 10 o'clock here, guys. I need to get some sleep. But obviously, I'll keep you updated. I've got my alerts on. Hopefully, you guys have your alerts on. We're going to see what happens in this trade. I'm still holding it. I'm not closing anything. It's either a take profit or a stop loss. That's just the way I look at it. Obviously, if you want to mitigate risk, you can. I don't plan on it. Ouch. He's trying, though. He's trying. We have our stop loss set pretty low here. I mean, we still got another 25 pips to stop loss and holding about 25 pips down. So you're right at midway. I'm holding it, though, guys. I'm holding it. But I'll provide you with updates. And we'll end the stream how we always do. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Some good conversations tonight. We went over a lot of good stuff. But I appreciate everybody watching. We'll be back for another stream tomorrow night. And hopefully with some profits from this trade as well. Tough to tell, but it's fighting hard at this EMA ribbon right now, guys. But thank you. I appreciate everybody joining. Jose, Adam, Acorns, Laser, Andrew, Adele, Natotuka, everyone that joined, I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Jan. Thank you. Have a great night, everybody. No Rusk, no Rory. Good night, Jan. Good night, everybody. Hope everyone has a good night. Let's see this thing hit profit.